Okay, so thank you everyone for joining. I am Peter Jewett. I'm the founder and CEO here at Accessible Web. And today we're exploring how AI is transforming digital accessibility, what's working, what's not, and what's coming next. So AI is changing accessibility faster than any technology shift we've seen in a decade. It's reshaping how people access content and how teams create content. AI, everyone's excited about it, but obviously it's also coming with real risks, errors, bias, overconfidence, to name a few of them. To make it sense of it all, we tend to look at AI in accessibility in two distinct lanes. The first is user-side AI, so AI that helps end users with disabilities access content. This includes generative AI built into assistive technology, visual interpretation, caption, summarization, cognitive support, and more. And then the second lane is creator-side AI. So the AI that helps teams build more accessible digital experiences. So this includes automated WCAG detection, structure suggestions, AI-powered design inspection. Both lanes are evolving quickly and they solve different problems for different user groups. So first, we'll talk about user-side AI. What is user-side AI? It's AI that is embedded into or adjacent to assistive technologies. So some examples, you can think about AI describing images, real-time captioning, summaries for cognitive access, and speech assistance that adapts to atypical patterns. So the focus here is on independence and improving access in real time. A couple real world examples. Be My Eyes, we love Be My Eyes. They have a tool called Be My AI, and users can take a photo. AI gives a detailed visual description. So this is in addition to the typical Be My Eyes where volunteers, actual humans, help to describe what folks are recording with a camera. Google Meet, YouTube live captions, another example. AI generates live captions and translations. It's probably doing it on our YouTube video today if people are watching on YouTube. And then Microsoft Seeing AI, another tool that can read text, recognize scenes. So these tools help people understand the world more quickly and independently. But research is showing there's risk here. Some common problems are AI can hallucinate and hallucinate descriptions, and in some cases, hallucinating descriptions can be dangerous for the folks using these AI tools. It can produce ableist or biased language. It can often struggle with many disability types, especially motor, speech, and cognitive. And users may not be able to verify whether the output is correct. So, using the Be My Eyes example, for something that's really important, you can use the AI version, but having a human available to actually verify that it's correct is going to be really, really important. So while user-side AI can empower people, it can also mislead them. Creator-side AI supports teams building digital products. So developers, designers, QA, content creators. So it can help detect WCAG issues, suggest fixes, and review large content sets. So this is where teams are really feeling a big productivity boost. A lot of folks rushing into using this. It's definitely a way to be efficient and accelerate your accessibility. Some examples. Microsoft Accessibility Insights has an experimental AI tool that the experiments use AI to inspect UI patterns and accessibility properties early in design and development. Adobe has launched some pretty cool auto tagging with AI. So it uses AI to identify headings, lists, semantic structure and apply them to PDFs to jumpstart your remediation. And then ChatGPT, I hesitated to put this one in, but one of the things we're seeing so commonly right now is folks using ChatGPT for WCAG interpretation. So they're pasting in code or content and getting AI suggestions for semantics, labels, clarity, alt text. So all these tools on the surface, they can dramatically reduce remediation and identification workload. But again, we have some limitations. AI can misinterpret WCAG rules. Uh, it flags issues that aren't real, so there's false positives in a lot of cases. It misses interaction problems and AT compatibility. So it can look at a screen and in that state make some decisions, make some suggestions, but seeing a whole user flow is still pretty difficult. And it can, create inaccessible code or content at scale. So when folks put too much trust in the AI tool and just kind of let it run on autopilot, there's situations where it can start pushing out inaccessible code, and no one's catching it because they're just trusting the AI. So this lane makes you faster, but it's important. It's not going to fully make things compliant. So one of the biggest shared challenges here, one of the biggest issues affecting both user side AI and creator side AI is bias. And we see this most commonly, uh, most clearly in how AI disability related handles disability related patterns that aren't well represented in its training data. So, for example, vision models routinely misidentify mobility devices because the data sets they're trained on contain very few accurate examples. So, a wheelchair might be labeled as a chair or a bike. Prosthetic limbs might get described as broken or missing. And this leads to AI generated alt text and scene descriptions that are not only wrong, but they're often erasing and mischaracterizing the disability altogether. We also see the same pattern in speech models. Most AI speech recognition struggles with atypical language. So things like stuttering, slurred speech, speech affected by cerebral palsy, stroke recovery, or deaf speech patterns. Because these voices aren't well represented in the training data, the AI forces them into the nearest normal category. So instead of producing accurate transcription, it guesses, it garbles, or it times out, making voice interfaces unusable for many folks who need them the most. And then this is why disability-led data sets, inclusive design, and human oversight are absolutely essential. When AI doesn't understand disability, it doesn't just make mistakes, it automates exclusion, oftentimes at scale. So how to do it right? And the answer isn't use AI less. That ship has sailed. Everyone's using AI. It's powerful. It's extremely helpful. So we believe the issue is use AI responsibly. And AI plus human in the loop is the model that works. So we still need manual WCAG interpretation. We still need assistive technology testing. We still need humans validating the AI outputs. So we're thinking of this as we approach an accessible web as AI can augment your accessibility expertise, but it's not going to replace it. And then another thing we really need to hit on here is to acknowledge is the disability tax. So this is the idea that people with disabilities are often expected to buy the newest, most expensive assistive technology just to participate equally. So AI should reduce that burden, not add to it. And we need to avoid the trap of thinking AI will fix it for the user, so creators don't need to worry about accessibility anymore. This has been really, really common thing that we hear from customers, potential customers, as the user side AI gets better and better. They're like, why do we need to do anything? Aren't screen readers just going to be all AI powered soon, and we don't have to worry about the code anymore. The screen readers are going to take care of it, or the Meta smart glasses are going to take care of it. So we really need to avoid this trap of thinking AI will fix it for the users. We don't need to worry about it. The user side AI can help, but it can't compensate for inaccessible design or code. Accessibility still needs to be built in from the source, because we don't want to force folks to have to use the newest, hottest technologies. We want them to arrive with the technologies that they have, that they're comfortable with, and we want them to have great experiences. And the future requires innovation on both sides, better assistive technology and better accessible experiences created by teams. Neither replaces the other. And if both sides can be working together, that's where we can really see some tremendous acceleration in digital inclusion. So the future of accessibility will be built by teams who embrace AI, not as a replacement for human expertise, but as a multiplier, as an accelerator. Human side AI, user side, sorry, AI will continue empowering people with disabilities in ways we could only imagine. It's certainly going to continue to accelerate. Really excited to see what happens on the user side. And creator side AI will help teams catch issues earlier. It's one of the biggest things. Do it early, scale the accessibility better, and embed accessibility into every step of your process. But the future won't belong to the organizations who adopt AI the fastest. This is one of the things we're being very careful with here is not just rushing into, slap a chat GPT AI chatbot on everything and call it good, not just rushing to say, hey, we can ask ChatGPT how to do what WCAG issues exist on a page. The models just aren't there yet, but we want to help drive this in a responsible manner. So the future will belong to the organizations that adapt AI responsibly, transparently, and in partnership with the disability community. And that's